Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome. Well, good evening. It depends where you are listening and watching around the world, I guess. Hello there, welcome to Love Audio's YouTube channel. My name is Paul Webber. Glad to be here this evening, this afternoon, or this morning, wherever you are listening around the world. Of course, it's great to have you along. Do let me know in the comments, especially if you're new here, whereabouts you are from, okay? Now, what is Love Audio all about? Essentially, it is a safe, fun, friendly, and hopefully entertaining platform for you to learn the basics in audio production, okay? So if you guys are on board with that, I think we'll get cracking. Love Audio! And a whole ton of people joining us straight away this evening. Hello, first of all, to Rich Vibes is in the house. Thank you very much indeed for joining, Rich. Hope you are well. Sammy Superstar saying, hello, mate. And then we've got Ina in from Denmark as well, from Communications Social Media Live Streaming. Hello to you, sir. Good to join you. Good to have you on the stream today. Also, hello to Ufedo Michael joining us as well. Thank you very much indeed for joining and jumping in. Great to see you tonight. Now, as you probably saw from the title, the thumbnail that I threw up, of course, on the main stream. Tonight is very much about upgrading the software that I use, which is the Presonus Studio One version 5 Pro. Now what they've done is they've launched a 5.5 and it's got a whole raft of new features that we hope to be touching on this evening, just a couple of them anyway for sure, and then on a future stream we'll be exploring that in more detail. But certainly tonight the process of just literally upgrading it from the main software is what I wanted to show you this evening. So without further ado, let's get on with that. So what I will do is I'll get it up onto the screen first of all, and then show you my desktop so we can walk through that together. Okay, so let's go back to that screen there and do that. You should be able to see me over here, which is fine. Thank you very much. And yeah, over here, so we've got Studio One 5 on my desktop. You can't see that, so let me go to a wider shot of the desk, which is that one there. So I double click on that. That opens up the software itself. Now, I haven't got the MIDI keyboard plugged into it, so it'll just come up with an error message right now saying, do you want to reconnect your external devices? My answer to that is going to be no, because it's not plugged in, and that's absolutely fine. It will carry on doing what it's doing. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but down at the bottom right of this screen, very tiny writing, says Studio One 5.4.1.6, whatever it is, the rest of it. It was built on October the 12th, so they haven't updated it since then, or certainly I haven't updated it since then. So what we do first of all, very simply, is to check for updates. So on the main window, when you open this, you'll get your projects and your songs, etc. down at the left-hand side here. And in the middle, you get an artist profile of whatever that might be. And I've just loaded that up and I didn't really want to, so let's close that a second. Close, there we go. So back to this screen here, and then just in the middle here it shows you that the Studio Live 32SC desk is connected, which is brilliant. I don't need to configure the audio device, I don't need to configure any external devices, but I do need to check for updates. So very briefly, just going to click on that and see what happens. Here we go. So installed version is 5.4.1.66992. Current version, as it says there, is 5.5.0.85116. New version available. Brilliant. So what I do now is just click the Update Now button. And that will start to download the entire program. Okay, now this is obviously a big file because there's a ton of new updates in it, and it's downloading the whole thing. You're looking at 204 megabytes. Is that right? Megabytes? Megabits? No, megabits is the speed, isn't it? But yeah, my gosh, something's happened. It's gone off screen. We'll wait for that to come back. Here we go. Okay, so do I want to make changes? Yes. There we go. So now what's happening is it's installing in the background. It's actually bringing the software into the system here. So welcome to Studio One 5 setup. Recommend close all other applications. I'm not going to do that because obviously we're live streaming currently, so I'm going to go next. Agree to all of those terms and conditions. Goes into my C drive and into the program files, Presonus Studio One 5. Install, and wait for that exe to unpack everything that belongs to that particular program. Completed. Studio One's been visited. You finished. Finish that. There we go. Brilliant. So that's done. And now what we need to do is to open it up. So we click on the icon again, Studio One 5. That will then open up the software. And down at the bottom, Very, very faint. You can't see that, of course, because it's quite a small print. It says updates for your extensions, reference manual. Do you want to install these as well? Yes, please. That's always handy. So you've got a reference library of the various things that it can now do. Okay, so that's quite useful. So that while that's downloading, it's 189 megabits or megabytes rather. That's just for the manual. Can you believe that? And obviously we've got a fast download speed here of nearly 500 megabits per second. So that's downloaded fairly quickly, which is cool. So it's updating the extension. There we go. Do you want to reconnect your devices? No. We know that we're on the new version because it says down at the bottom here, Studio One 5.5.0, and it was built on January the 10th, 2022. So that's cool. What that does now is it brings you to the main window again, like that, which is cool. And then what I want to do is, let's have a look here. Maybe I can bring in piano MIDI, possibly. Let's just bring that in. And yeah, so this particular project that I brought in was just literally some piano playing. So in the studio here, if I rewind that to the beginning and then press play, let me just bring that folder up as well, that fader up rather. So we should be able to hear this now. There we go. So that particular instrument on that system there is just a regular piano that I've brought into that particular arrangement. So if we look at this one here, you can see it's an acoustic piano. It's got some ballad. I've also put some modulation on it as well, a little bit, a tiny bit of reverb as well. So when I play, I can't play that because I've not plugged the keyboard in, but and these are sampled from real instruments. So you know each note and each nuance has been recorded in a proper studio and everything else. It's been sampled. So what you hear is the actual instrument, which is absolutely fantastic. It's breathtaking sound, as you can tell. So literally that kind of is it, to be honest with you. Let me bring that fader down there because that's going to give you feedback, and do that as well. So yeah, we're kind of done on that particular aspect of loading up the thing. Hang on, that's not right. What's going on there? That should be main camera. Just give me 2 seconds, guys, because I had to relaunch the thing. Plug the camera in because the camera I was using up at the flat, so I've had to reconfigure everything, including the Stream Deck and including everything else. It's taken me quite some time to get everything ready and back up and running down here in the studio, but I'm glad I have, which is cool. Okay, let's take a quick look at the socials. Ufedo says, cool tune. Thank you very much indeed. Shalalala Productions is in here as well. Thank you very much indeed for joining, Robert. Hope all is well with you. Shalalala Productions saying catchy tune. And also big hello to Love Audio Productions. Love Audio Productions singular, but I'll let you off this time. Sammy Superstar and Ufedo Michael as well. So Robert saying hello to everybody, which is really cool. And yeah, all kind of enjoying the sounds, which is pretty good. Yeah, really, really good to have you guys along. Thanks for watching. It's been obviously a really, really short one tonight because it was literally pressing the button on that software to get that up and running for you, which is exactly what I've done. And all I've done is literally updated it. There are a ton of new features in there, and I don't want to go into massive detail because I'm no expert. And I was hoping to bring really an expert on the Presonus Studio One 5 software onto the stream. That may happen next week or the week after. So fingers crossed that's going to happen as well. And then you can see the master at work. What they do say is that there's a great new feature in that, you know, if you play a chord, you can actually make it strum now and stuff like that. So if you were playing a chord in a guitar arrangement, for instance, on the screen, and you had the various MIDI files for that, you could actually, you select all of them and you drag, and using Control-Alt on a Windows PC, I'm not sure what it is on a Mac, but certainly on a Control-Alt on a PC, and then drag the actual waves, you can actually create this kind of kind of a strum, if you like. So if for instance, if you're doing a harp arrangement or a guitar arrangement, things like that, you can use that particular feature. Various others as well. I've not had time to go through all of the various videos that are online currently showing the updates and stuff, but I will get around to that. And like I say, I'm hoping to have an expert come in and have a chat with us and show us around the various features on one of the shows in the next couple of weeks. So keep your fingers crossed for that. That's going to be a good one. Looking forward to that, hopefully. I've been speaking to a couple of contacts that do have vast knowledge, much more than I do, on this particular piece of software. So, hopefully they'll be able to come on and show us all how it works. But I just thought I'd kind of play that piano piece there for you. This isn't me playing, by the way. I am not a pianist by any stretch of the imagination. So, please don't think it is. It's nice, isn't it? I don't know why she stopped there, but there we are. My piano teacher, or my music teacher at school, primary school, if we were being raucous and naughty in the class, right, she would literally bang the keyboard and make this horrendous, but it wouldn't be a nice chord like that. It would be an horrendous bang, on multiple keys. That's kind of, get our attention to stop us messing around. It was quite funny. But yeah, back in the day. That was back in the day. Long time ago. Robert saying hi to Ina. That's all good. So everybody knows each other. That's really, really cool. If you are new, by the way, don't forget to type new in the comments and we'll say hi to you. Let us know where you're listening, what your channel is, what it's all about. And we'd love to say hello to you as well. So, make sure you do say hi to us. Rob Thomas is in there. Hello. Hi there. Love Audio Production with no S on the end. Well done, Robert. Thank you very much. Robert's promised to come on a stream one day. And Robert's promised to come on a stream, and or Rob, I should say, Rob Thomas has promised to come on and talk about the differences between the English language, or the British English language, and the American English language, and various things that you call stuff and we call stuff completely differently. So yeah, that's for a future stream. We may well do that on an ironing stream in the future. Who knows? Watch this space. Also, some of you in the room may know that I recently took part in a 3-day online live conference, like a summit, called Expand Your Reach. And it was absolutely fascinating. Learned an awful lot of things from that particular 3-day conference, and so many great speakers. I just can't begin to start telling you about all of them, but just amazing amount of information. And what I hope to do is to bring some of that to life over the next 90 days, because that's the challenge now, is that, the 3-day conference was great. Now we need to take it forward. So the next 90 days, you will see bits of, let's say, the longer live streams being cut into shorter recorded video pieces that will be posted on the YouTube channel as well. Okay, so that's coming. It was interesting because I had a very vivid dream. I think it was last night, maybe the night before, but I had this really, really vivid dream that I came up with this advertising campaign. And these commercials were only like 10 seconds, and I was on screen doing the acting and stuff like that, and the voiceover, obviously. Why not, right? And so it's still in my mind, and I'm going to write it down, because if I don't write it down, I'm just going to completely forget it. So I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to bring these commercials to life, and then play them to you as a recorded video, or at least release them anyway, and see what happens. So those are kind of just a little bit of snippets and tidbits about the things that are coming up in the world of Love Audio Production. Okay, and of course, there's also the other website, which is the other YouTube channel, I should say, which of course is the Love Audio Bits. You can find it at loveaudiobits.co.uk website, and of course on YouTube you'll find Love Audio Bits as well. Just do a search for that. You can also, if you need merchandise, like the t-shirt that I'm wearing, by the way, tonight, I'm wearing a jacket as well because it's absolutely freezing in here. So, because the heating goes off at a certain time of the day and it doesn't come back on unless I turn it on manually, and I don't want to do that because I'm only here for like an hour. There's absolutely no point. So I'm literally shivering. My hands are like blocks of ice, and I've got a jacket on as well just to kind of keep me warm. But yeah, that's the kind of t-shirt that you can get from the new site, which is Love Audio's merchstore.com. Rob says, yes, the English to English translation stream. Yeah, we need to arrange that, Rob. Drop me a message and we'll sort out some times that suit you. Rob also says, we got hammered with snow here in northeastern Ohio. Incredible stuff. Yeah, we've had nothing here so far. It's gone really cold, but it's gone really dry as well. So it's a good thing. Hopefully, I do like snow. Having said that, it does kind of snarl things up, doesn't it, when it comes down really, really badly. Yeah, Shalalala Productions, Robert saying, maybe a sing-along segment next. Yeah, well, we're not allowed to do that, are we? Because if it's commercial music, we can't do that. But yeah, maybe on Mixcloud, like our friend Rich Vibes does. That might be a good idea, mightn't it? Yeah, so that's kind of it, really. I just wanted to show you, literally updating the software from scratch. So 5.5 is the new version of Presonus Studio One, Professional Digital Audio Workstation, DAW. And if you are looking to get a DAW and to start doing audio mixing for yourself and producing and all that kind of stuff, then it's worth heading over to Presonus.com. They've got a system whereby you can either buy the software outright and then get the updates like I do, or you can join their Sphere program. And for as little as I think it's $19.99 a month or something like that, you get to use the proper software, and it's an ongoing, kind of monthly subscription. And that includes all the updates and all the software that comes with it and the instruments and all that kind of thing. So it's well worth looking at if you are thinking of, maybe getting yourself a DAW, digital audio workstation, and you want to do some audio editing of your own. Then it's worth looking at Presonus as an option. There are others out there, don't get me wrong. There are free ones, which we all know we all know about, rather. Just read the line ahead, sorry. It is worth looking at, let's put it that way. And like I say, there are free ones out there. You could use Audacity, for instance. It's a little clunky, but it's free, so you might as well. If you're on a Mac, for instance, you can use GarageBand. That will work quite well. There's also things like Adobe Premiere, Audition. You can also use Pro Tools, which is the high-end stuff, of course. Numerous different DAWs out there, but certainly the one I would recommend, and obviously do use here on the stream and elsewhere, is the Presonus Studio One 5. Now it's 5.5 because they've just upgraded it, which is really cool. Okay, let's have a look here. So Robert's saying, cool info. Thanks for the stream, Paul. No problem at all. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining. Rob says, I plan to be live streaming after the move is complete. Exciting times ahead. Yeah, please do let us know how that goes. Keep us updated, won't you? Keep us posted on how your move goes. We wish you the very best of luck with it. It's never easy moving house, as I've found out more or less every couple of years, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's one of those things that you need help, of course. And hopefully you've got friends and family you can call on to give you help moving all that gear and stuff from one house to the other. And yeah, it's no mean feat. So I wish you the best of luck, and do let us know how you get on with that. Sammy Superstar saying, very nice, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Sammy, you and I need to have an audition or an interview either on your stream or on mine. So let's book that as well. So we've got a few things in the pipeline. Robert from Shalalala Productions was on recently, of course, which was a great stream. So yeah, we need to get Rob Thomas on. We need to get Sammy Superstar on, and of course, my moderator, Rich Vibes, needs to come on and do a double header as well. Ina from Denmark, we should get you on as well at some stage, and also Ufeda, that would be lovely to get you on as well, talking about what you're up to in the live streaming world. All right. Listen, I'm going to cut it short tonight, guys, but thanks so much for watching, and do subscribe if you've not done so already. Let's hope my subscribe button still works. Where's that? There we go. Yeah, and Bruce Cameron, if you're watching, Bruce, I'm still waiting for my new one for the new logo on it, but I know you're busy, so yeah, anytime. And also, you can email the website. So hello@loveaudio.co.uk is my email address, rather. You can email me anytime with some information or questions about your audio production, that kind of thing. So, drop me a line at hello@loveaudio.co.uk, and that will be absolutely brilliant. That's about it. Oh, by the way, you can visit my Patreon page, patreon.com/loveaudio production, and download the free podcasting guide there, as well as a PDF. You can get that for free of charge, as I say, and hopefully, get out of it what you wish. Let's have a look here. Ina says, we have just finished our move now, so you're just getting up and running again. That's really good news. Glad to know that things are moving okay again for you, Ina. So that's good news. Thank you. What else we got here? Ufadia says, see you soon, everyone. No problem at all. And Rich, we've got a thing in there. Do you want to go and remove that? Doing your duty, Rich? Get rid of that, whatever that says. Vun FYI. I'm sure that's spam. Go on. I should let the Rottweiler out of the cage. Rich Vibes. Get it. Go on, get it. Go on, get it. Go on. Do your stuff, man. Let's see it disappear. I've not even put it on the screen because I'm just not going to do it. But yeah. Get rid of it, Rich. Let's see if it goes. There's a bot in the stream. No, there's not a bot. It's not a bot. It's spam, Rob. But thanks for noticing. Rich is supposed to be getting rid of it any second now. That'd be good. Okay, are we there? How are you liking the shop? Is it still rocking? Long story short, I'll be doing a stream about that very, very shortly indeed. So make sure you check out the channel, either this one or Love Audio Bits. Ina says, missed the summit because of the move, so I have to catch up later on. Did you buy the ticket, Ina, so that you can watch the playbacks and the replays? Because I think 30 days from now, the replays will be available, so that should be pretty good. Rob says, I've been seeing a lot of those spam comments in streams lately. Yeah, it does happen. And I try and get rid of it. Rich, can you delete that from the stream? I mean, I can do it at this end, but I'd rather let you do it because, Rich, he's out of here. Okay, I can still see it in the stream, but obviously you've bounced them out, which is good. Hidden by Rich Vibes. Brilliant. Seen that. Thank you very much indeed. What a mate. Good job booting the spammer, says Rob. Excellent. Sammy Superstar says the summit was great. It really was, wasn't it? I just, information overload. However, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. What we're talking about, guys, Sammy and I had the pleasure of attending a 3-day seminar called Expand Your Reach. And it's put on by Live Streaming Pros and the part of their Streamer Accelerator program, which is cool. And now Sammy and I have got 90 days to get our act together and to put into practice all of the things that we learned on the summit. So that's what we're going to be doing, isn't it? Which is cool. Final word from Rob, of course, reported, booted, and hidden. Fantastic. Love it. Sammy says, I loved it. It was great to see you for 8 hours. I know, 8 hours a day. It was incredible, wasn't it? Just, I was busy making notes, and then stupidly I had a glass of wine next to my laptop, and I they called my name out because I won something. I think it was. Anyway, or they called my name because I'd asked a question. And I knocked my hand and knocked the wine glass. The wine went over the laptop, believe it or not. And it was all over my workbook. So it smudged, because I was writing in ink pen, right? So it smudged all the ink. So I had to try and dry those pages out and remember what I'd written. Because some of it had blurred into insignificance, which is very strange. Sammy says the music was great also. Yeah, they had a great playlist, didn't they? Yeah, excellent. Wine and laptops do not mix. I know, but luckily it's a new laptop. Well, I say luckily it's a new laptop, and luckily there was no, that I can tell anyway, physical damage. I really rushed real quick and got some tissue and wiped all the keys off and everything else. So, fingers crossed it didn't go too deep into the machine itself. So, yeah, I know. The laptop works fine. Don't get me wrong, it was fine. I came off stream, came back on again, tried every single button. I brought up a Word document, typed every single letter, every number, every, symbol, all that kind of thing, every key, to make sure they all worked, which is cool. So yeah, I think I managed to salvage it. I was really quick on getting tissue to it to get all that kind of muck out of the way, you know. And it wasn't sticky wine. It was like, you know, just kind of, it was a white wine. I think if it had been red, it would have been a disaster. But yeah, do not have white wine or anything else, in fact, liquid-wise, next to your computer or laptop. It's not a good idea. So yeah, all fun and games. All fun and games. Sammy says it was crazy that they could do some great things even from Canada. Yeah, they had an incredible setup. It was an amazing setup. Luria, in her 900 square feet apartment, had set up these massive screens, like literally big TVs. 4 of them, or 5 in fact, including the upright one with the comments on it, but 4 massive screens, and so that she could see the audience. So we were in a Zoom room, or 2 rooms in fact, and so she could flip through the pages and see all of us on screen, which is brilliant, and then call us out if we were doing various things like that, and stuff. So it was really, really good. And they had a remote operator from Canada dialing in and kind of doing stuff as well, which is fantastic. And then behind those big screens in her, Daniel that was controlling cameras and Zoom from Canada, which is brilliant. And then behind those big screens that I was talking about, Greg was there doing all of the kind of camera switching and stuff and various other bits and pieces. It was a whole bank of computers in front of him, which was absolutely amazing. And to see all the behind the scenes stuff was just fascinating for us geeks. Do you know what I mean? It was really good. Sammy Superstar says, oh, red wine will be very bad on your Zoom. When on your Zoom, yeah, I know. Yeah. I prefer white anyway, to be fair. Yes, it was great. Excellent stuff. All right, look, guys, like I say, really, really short stream, just updating the 5.5, which is fine. And the next couple of weeks, we're going to go over some of the features, either with or without a guest, depending on if they can come on or not, according to their schedule, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, but thanks so much for joining me today. It's been really good. Thanks very much for hanging out, and I do appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you can. That really helps the channel. So give the video a thumbs up. That's really, really good of you. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so, okay? And I'll catch you next Monday night at 8 p.m. UK time GMT, which, of course, if you're looking at Pacific, it's 5 hours behind that. So that's what, 3 p.m.? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then 12 noon Pacific. No, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. I can never get those right. Robert says, done. Thank you so much, sir. Brilliant. Much appreciated. All right, guys. Going to cut you loose. Thanks so much indeed. And I'll catch you on your streams someday soon. And don't forget to let us know what you're up to. Rich says, can I go back to my kennel now? Yeah, you've done a great job, Rich. Thank you so much. And great show on Sunday. I'm sorry I couldn't dive into the comments initially because it just wouldn't let me. For some reason, my phone just would not let me in. Rob says 3 p.m. 3 p.m. EDT. Yeah, cool. Rich says, put the hounds back. Ooh, put the hounds back. Ooh, rich. Like that. Put the hounds back in their cage. All right. Keep waffling now. Put the hounds back. Got that. All right. I'm freezing, so I'm gonna go home and get warm. But good to see you, and I'll see you next week. Take care.